Hello. I feel really close to the camera. Back a bit. Do you mind? Just got food in my teeth as well. Hi. Welcome. I'm just also just using the word just, finding you on my other device so that I'm ready to catch any comments that come on by. Welcome to my channel, to my Facebook page and channel. This is Esther at Stampin Star Creations. Right, let's see if I can turn off these notifications. So, there we go. Right, Gong Yi Fat Joy to you, to those celebrating Chinese New Year. And I learnt from my mum on Sunday that to say Happy New Year in her mother tongue, which is Hakka, it's Sin Yen Kwai Lok. Sin Yen Kwai Lok. So there you go. It's a bit of culture for you. Right, so my mum comes from Malaysia. My granddad was Chinese and my grandma was Malay, so she's Chinese Malay, and my dad's English, and I was born in Africa, so I've got an interesting heritage, and it's quite nice just to have a bit of culture and to just celebrate Chinese New Year. And so we're going to have some Chinese food tonight, and I like to decorate the house with some Chinese things, and today I'm going to make some money packets, which is tradition to give them to children and to those who aren't yet married. It's only the children that's going to get them this year. My boys will be getting some money packets. Normally they wake up and they'll be there downstairs with them. They probably wondered where they were this year, but I'm going to make them today on my live. So that's the plan. So keeping things nice and simple. And I've just had another idea, so remind me. Remind me that I had another idea. Okay, so I think to start with, we'll do the packet while I've got that idea in my head. And then we'll concentrate on decorating. So sorry, I've got my lead trailing across the table there. Okay, good afternoon everybody, nice to see you. Shall we take the register very quickly? Good afternoon, Miss Margaret and Miss Cindy and Miss Wendy and Miss Levine, Miss Joanna, Miss Heidi, Miss Amanda, Miss Valerie. Anybody else coming in to say hello? It looks like my comments are stuck, but I'm just hoping they're not stuck. So I'm going to get 2 packets out of 1 sheet of A4 cardstock. So in order to do this, I'm going to just score with my short end in my trimmer at 2 1/4 inches, which is 5.7 roughly. 2 1/4 inches. That doesn't look very, yeah, 2 1/4. Hello Miss Ellie and Miss Shaz. So I normally put my replays up on YouTube, so I'd like to read out comments. So those that can't see them on YouTube, then you know what people are talking about. So my next score is at 5.5 inches, or it's about 13.3 centimetres. And this just happens to fit nicely. Actually, I'll fold it in a minute. I'm going to cut it down in half, which is technically 14.85 centimetres. So it's just under 5 7/8. So there you go, look, bang on. What was I just saying then? Oh yes, it fits. I don't know, I'm guessing our £10 notes are about the same size, aren't they? But it fits a £5 nicely, so that's all they're going to get. Haven't got enough change to give them any more. Right, let's find my bone folder. And we're just going to crease this in. So what I want to have is a little lip so that you can see the money when it's in there, or not, as this case is. Okay, you can't see the money, but I want a flap to close around the front, okay? I'm keeping that fiver in view so that I can see it. So we're going to crease those. I haven't forgotten my idea, I'm just thinking it through. Okay, so we're going to do 2 at once. So nice and easy. The total measurement now is 3 1/4 inches by about 5 7/8. And in centimetres, it's about 8.3 centimetres by just under 15, 14.9 centimetres. Just in case you wanted to know, but perfect size for some money. Okay, the idea I had was to maybe emboss a bit of the envelope, and I want to emboss maybe this bottom half. Now, you might be thinking, Esther, why are you using a Christmas embossing folder? Because I think it doesn't look for... Oh, hold on. We could go all the way down there and have a nice little frame in the middle. Let's just do this. Let's, you know, I'm up for this. Hi, Amanda. Nice to see you. Ellie says, I'm just wondering if Esther is making some new red earrings as well. Wow. I'm not making earrings, but I'll be making something else in a minute that are rather similar to one's earrings. So let's bring on the beast, the lady beast. There she is. Now let's see if I can do this. So in order to get everything squashed, I'm going to open this back out. So if you're looking at your card, it's the thicker end flap of your card. And I'm going to pop my embossing folder in like so, and I'm going to go right up to the crease. So the edge of... Is this going to work? The edge of my embossing folder is where the crease is. Oh, looks like Ellie's had some happy mail. Alright, here goes. See, I don't think you can overly tell that's Christmassy, and by the time I'm finished, you definitely won't be able to tell. So that flap does come down a bit further, but you know what, it's fine. I could even maybe put their name in here. That's an idea, isn't it? Let's just do this one. Oh, I moved it. I think I moved it. Right, let's try that again. Oh, Levine says, love that. Thanks, Levine. I hope you're talking about my work and not the fact that Ellie got a card from Australia. There you go. All right, that's the start. And then I wanted to do some stamping on the other bit. I will come back to this, but I will show you in a minute. I hope I've got it on my desk what I'm going to do, so I hope I haven't given it away. Okay, let's sit down. Unfortunately, I got my curtains drawn because it's so sunny today, but it's kind of making a glare on what I'm working on. So I thought for the, that's all right, Levine was talking to me. Oh dear. I thought of maybe using this stamp here. This is from Blessings of Home. Let's zoom you right in. Because I was trying to think what looked like a nice sort of Chinesey pattern, something a bit different. I'm just having a look to see if there's anything else, but I'll stick to the plan for this part. And I'm going to do tone on tone, which means it's the same colour basically. So, and just because they're boys, it doesn't mean they don't like flowers, and I think they'll be more concerned about what goes inside these packets rather than what's on the outside anyway. So to make this lighter and not so dark, I could have used a lighter red colour, but I want it to show up, so we'll use this. And it's too late because I've stamped it. Okay, so that's what we got so far. I'm not done yet, so bear with. Just got to do this one as well, make them equal. I was talking to somebody just now, some friends, and we were saying every year I make a different envelope. I should learn to maybe save them, but I said sometimes the boys rip them open or one particular sun rips them open, and so they don't always last for the following year. Good morning, Miss Linda. How are you? So I'm going to come in, and I've just brushed the colour off my, what do you call it? Stamp. To add some colour into the edging, to see if that just helps to, yes, make it a little bit darker. And we're going to lift this embossing. Okay, it's got a nice bit of contrast going on. So this colour I'm using is Cherry Cobbler, and I'll tell you for why in a mo. I tried to make something with the Cherry Cobbler twine that I had, but it was too thick. So I've reverted to the Cherry Cobbler colour. So here goes. We're going to make a couple of tassels. Now I've made one already, so I'm going to desperately try and remember how I made the first one. This is Cherry Cobbler Baker's Twine, which is retired, but you might have something in your stash. So I'm going to cut off a bit. This is what I'm going to do. Cut a piece off. Make a nice long, not measuring it because I'm bad like that, 3, 4, 5, 6 I think I did. Let's just make it 7. And then I'm going to try and, oh, what's happened here? Come on, cooperate. I'm going to fold it in half and put a bit of that twine through the halfway point. I'm going to tie this. How is everybody today? Hope you're having a good day. Did Valerie sneak in, did she? So did Renee. Okay, and then it gives us opportunity to chop this down like so. Then we're going to get a bit around the top to make it look like a actual tassel. There we go. So if you missed my introduction, I was saying that my mum, the dialect that she speaks is Hakka. And so I said, do you say Gong Yi Fat Choi? She said, well, that's like, have a prosperous New Year. But she said, if you want to say Happy Chinese New Year, I've written it down, Sin Yen Kwai Lok. There we go, Sin Yen Kwai Lok. So there we go, we've got our little tassel there. Now, I'm wondering if my piece of thread is long enough. We'll just tie it and hope for the best, okay? There we go. And there's our little tassel. And then just to neaten up the edges, I'm going to just... Oh, my comments have my screen's just gone on to a different screen. How very dare you. No, go back. That was weird. I'll let it reload. Pucker. Oh, Hakka. Beginning with a Hakka. Not pucker. Not like Jamie Oliver, no. Rhymes with pucker. Oh, Joanna loves the tassel. I love a little tassel. Okay, so we've got our tassel. We've got our wallet. I will glue them in a minute. What might be nice is to have an inset. Oh, I know what else I want to do is I'm going to round off the corners because I think it looks pretty. So we're going to round off the top corner. like so. I'm just wondering if I should maybe just do an insert. It might look have something to look at inside. Might be nice. Make it look all official. So if I did about 5 5/8 by 3 inches, neat. 5 5/8 by 3 inches. Remember that because I'm looking for my white cardstock, which was here somewhere. 5 5/8 by, what did I say? 3 1/4. What was the measurement? Oh, well that fits. I might have to change my measurement. I think this is more like, so that's 5 1/2 inches. So we're going to change it to, let's do 2 7/8 because I can always bring it down a little bit. 2 7/8. You all talk about Chinese food now. Dim sum. Who's having dim sum? Now I want to head out to Seattle for dumplings. What did I say? 2 7/8. There, I'm going to go for that because it's nice just to have a little bit of a contrast inside, I think. Although, she says, I could do a bit up there and a bit down there. Yeah. What started simple is now. So that's 2 inches. If I cut that at 1 3/4, let's just try this. Let's cut them both at the same time. 1 3/4. See, this is what happens sometimes with crafting. When you get started, you start developing the technique or the design. Ellie says, it's a shame you can't put food in these. And I thought if I put that there, because that's going to go there. Right, we'll round the corners off again. Sorry, I'm talking very silly language. It's not helpful for when people are trying to translate what I'm saying. Okay, it just looks a bit more profesh, don't you think? Should we round off some more corners? No, let's leave it. We'll leave it like that. And to save time, the boys will have no idea you went to so much trouble. I know, right? But we appreciate it, says Edley. And you know, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy making it. So, you know, that's fine. I think they, you know, Seth particularly, my youngest. Okay, that isn't quite right, but we're just going to go with it. Especially if it's a fancy fold card, he does get wowed by it, which is quite nice. And if these do last, then we might be able to use them next year. But then what will I make for Chinese New Year? So there we go. Totally went wrong on the measurement there, but it's just to cover that bit. It's not. Do we have a stamp that says Happy New Year on it anywhere? Oh, I don't think I personally own one anyway. I could have it saying something else. There was a stamp. The best is yet to come. That's quite appropriate. There was a stamp I saw, and I can't think what it said. Something about this, something to do with this day or something. We can get through anything together. What a beautiful day for love. You can do this. No, not quite. Always thinking of you. Have a beautiful day. Best day ever. Have a beautiful day sums it up, doesn't it? It's a bit teeny tiny though. I'm just looking. enjoy the moment. May good things grow all year long. That's quite prosperous, isn't it? Let's stick that one in there. Am I totally off screen? Let's just face it, we do this for enjoyment, don't we, says Ellie. Where's my other ink pad gone? There it is. There isn't one that says, it's all about the money, money, money. No, not yet. There's not one about that. Maybe they need to do like a money specific stamp set. For like Christmas, if you want to do money wallets or... Barbara says, sorry ladies, I'm very late to the party, but we'll re-watch later. No worries, Barbara. Nice to have your company. Right, so this is where we've got so far. Okay, stamped on the front, embossing there. I think it could do with a strip of gold before I'm reluctant to stick anything just yet until I'm completely done. So I think we'll do a strip of, excuse me while I reach. We'll do some gold flakes. I'm going to put this right at the edge of my envelope. Sorry, pausing as I'm concentrating. Like so. They weren't going to be this elaborate, to be honest, but you know, while I've got a captured audience, I might as well. Might as well entertain you with my luxurious envelopes. Oh yeah. So just making sure my tape. Can you see? No, I can't see. Right, I can't see my own screen. It's that lovely sunshine that I'm not going to complain about. Why is it lifting it all off? Come on. Let's get my little... Okay, am I back? Sorry about that. Oh, I shouldn't breathe, I'm right over the flakes. And it was just as Matt came in, he ruined all the... no, he didn't ruin anything. The Wi-Fi connection just went a bit funny. Right, there we go. So I'm using tear and tape, which is double-sided sticky tape. And I was gifted this really cool Scour spongy thing. And it's like a great scratchy surface to get off any excess flakes. And as I thought, once the flakes are on, it's going to be easier for me to cut around the edge. Sorry, I'm trying to show you and do it off camera at the same time. Whoopsie-daisies. I didn't want it to fall into the flakes, that's what it was. Okay, so now we have that. Oh yes, that just helps to break it up. Okay, so did I do this one? Oh, what's... Right, am I back? Right, I got a thumbs up, thank you. I'm just, if it goes, I just got to wait for it to come back. There's nothing I'm doing that's different. My Wi-Fi is fine. So just bear with it while it comes back. It just takes a little moment to come back. So just kind of be patient with it, if that's okay. Right, I can see 2 people on one device and 17 on the other. So I'm just hoping that if you want to watch that, you'll be here. Okay, so we've got our gold, we've got our tassel, and now for the pierre resistance, whatever they call it. Just fixing my thingy. I am going to, now where's it disappeared to? I had, there it is. Right, I don't think your comments have refreshed, so let me just, your picture's shrunk in size as well. Okay, what's going on? Okay, these are retired, but you might be able to use some dies if you have them. But I'm using the 1 1/4 inch circle and the 1/2 inch circle. Now, you might have these products done in your stash, which is even better. So I'm going to cut my smaller circle out first. And then coming in with my larger circle, I'm going to cut around it like so. Okay, so I've got a little donut shape here. Then I'm going to bring back my embossing and I'm going to put my donut, and I want to position it because I quite like these sort of I don't know, square designs here. So I'm going to position it where I can get a bit of square, and I don't mind the leaves being in on the act as well. So I'm just trying to find the best fit. Let's go this corner, because I want to get lots of those lovely little squares on there. Okay. So then we're left with this, which my aim was to make it the sort of like a Chinese looking gold coin. And now I'm going to try and feed through my tassel that we made earlier. Hopefully it's big enough, looks like it is. Feed it through there. So we've got a little tassel. Oh, like so. How cool is that? Do you think it looks nice and Chinesey? Okay, and then the plan is if we stick half of that down, then they might be able to lift up the envelope and tuck it in. Is that going to work? That's quite difficult because of the card. So how about I stick it on the top half and do a little glue dot instead? How about that? Or just do a glue dot. Any bright ideas before now and me sticking it down, then just let me know. Okay, so I want it nice and, while the tear and tape's here, why don't we use you? So, because remember this piece is slightly shorter, that's the bit we're going to put the tape on. Just to seal up the edges, and it should still be fine for me to get the money in and without it sticking to that. So, good, good. There we go. Right to the edges. The great thing about the tear and tape, as its name suggests, you can tear it. I love the idea of using the old paper pumpkin box as a tray, says Joanna. Thanks. I would say it's not very deep. Some people like their containers for their gold gilded flakes to be, can you see me struggling with that tape, to be a bit deeper. But, you know, I just thought it's what I've got to hand. It's a nice size. I don't want anything too big. So, there we go. So hopefully now we've got that space in there to fit our money. Okay. So, and I'll do here's one I made earlier. This tassel is a bit longer, I think. There you go. Aren't they fun? Love it. Love, love, love it. Let's stick this one down. So did anyone have any grand ideas for how I could actually seal the thing? I don't have any. I've been meaning to get some of those Velcro dots that you can use. But haven't got any of those. Might have some magnets somewhere, but it's a bit posh, isn't it? Don't need magnets. I think just a bit of, you know, they want to get into it at the end of the day. I want to know what's inside. Okay, peel and reveal. There we go. What is that? Oh, gold gilded flakes, that's alright. You're allowed. So I could put their name on there, couldn't I? Where's that nice space? Very fancy. Woo woo. And then let me just go out again and click on the comments to see if... Oh, look, there's loads of comments that I've missed. Or you can make a belly band. I've just seen that. Let's try a belly band, shall we? Sorry, I've just seen your comments. Do you know what? I forget about belly bands. I don't know why. It's not the first thing that comes to mind, especially if it's for a card. I think some people might not know what it is. I know that sounds a bit funny, but no. Could you've got some? Would it need to be? No, that'll go round. Good. Okay. So let's make a belly band. Let's make it an inch. Let's see if we want a thin little belly band. Yes, that's nice. I like that. Let's do an inch. Gold embossed belly band. So, is this going to go on the top though? Is this going to go on the belly band bit? That was going to go on the actual envelope. So I could tuck it inside like this, couldn't I? And then, what about embossing the belly band bit? Would that work? No, I don't think we need to really, because it's quite it's going to get slipped off, but I do have some of this. Oh, ooh, I've got some of this as well. Let's use up the cord. Right, we're getting somewhere. Let me find the money, because I'm going to seal it, and then I'll be like, oh, didn't put the money in. Okay, so money's going in. I've got to write their names on it as well. Find a decent pen. So Troy's. Then belly band. Oh no, hold on. Stick the doofer on. Right, I'm going to come out because I can't see your comments. Yeah, look at that. All the comments are... I can't see your comments properly, so sorry if you're talking to me and I'm not responding. It's because it's not showing up as the as it's coming up. So there's my lovely gold coin accessory. Love that. So cool. And then belly band, which has got the tassel behind it. So I'm just going to... Sorry, I feel I'm a bit off to the side. I'm squashing myself to the side of my desk. Put a bit of a belly band, so when that gets released, the tassel gets released. So what did Matt say? See, I can't even see what Matt's comment was. Because it's not, for some bizarre reason, it's not showing me. It's annoying. Okay. And then we'll do some, just a piece of gold cord to just seal the deal. There we go. Oh, talk about belly bands. Is that what you're talking about? I'm wondering what a belly band is. All these strange words we have in the crafting world that people have never heard of before. There we go. So we can slip that off, reveal the tassel, make good things grow all year long, reveal the money. Bob's your uncle. There we go. Lovely job. I'm happy. I hope you are. My internet's not happy. Fabulous. Thank you all for sticking with me. I hope I'm coming through. I think I am. I'm just a bit delayed on the other screen. So I'm going to have to go back and read the comments because I completely missed the whole conversation. And there we go. So, how to make a simple ang pao with a piece of A4 card, and we can use our crafty products to decorate and to make them look pretty. And you can even make your own Chinese gold coin, which I was rather excited about. I love it. Actually, those could make good earrings, wouldn't they? Hey, Ellie, what do you reckon? New earrings? So I'm hopefully be back again tonight on your screens, but over on YouTube at 9 o'clock this evening. And I'm looking over there because I've did a little test run, excuse me, of a one sheet wonder, but Chinese style. So carrying on my theme for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully you got through the glitches and you managed to see what you needed to. If you're poorly, I know I could just quickly look at the chat there. It looks like some of you might have been a little bit poorly. So I hope you feel better very soon. I'm just coming out of, yeah, see, I'm losing chat. I'm not even keeping up with the chat. So, thanks for starting my day off right, Esther Chan. Linda, bless you. And Gong Yi Fat Choi to you all, celebrating. And in the words of my mother, Sin Yin Kwai Lok. I hope I said that right. Take care, everyone, and I'll catch up with you later. Mwah! Bye bye.